Hey, look here.
Okay, Novia. Here you go.
Pat, pat.
And you could do it 10. Time for some head pats. Success. Got another heart. And then that's Vogue tortoise shells, which will happen when it happens. To the farm. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, this is a Vogue tortoise. Great. And then we have all of our fangs. This one is... This is the Orthrus. Which I'm going to need to get a lot more of. But at least we have one. So much farming. Okay, let's plant this. There. Thank you. And then let's plant... Honestly, I kind of want to plant another bog tortoise. Look at my farm bag. Put that away. That's here. And then that's there. Don't need you. I don't really need the bog tortoise anymore either. Give me this. That's done. Sure, I'll take the health, yeah. We're doing a better job with our research than it feels like. If that makes sense. Okay, let me look at my research notes. We can get the next fang, right? Saber fang? Yeah. Okay, then I am gonna do that. Okay. And then fertilizer, I'm going to need to go buy more of. Or craft more of. Okay. Time to water. I'm excited to get these saber fangs underway. I have something here.
Hello.
Oh, I finished harvesting the fangs. So this should be her
Cool.
first chapter then. You passed the trial just for me. Thank you. You're welcome.
Have you been, Undina?
Tend the Farmagia. You're back.
I told you I would be, didn't I?
So, the boxed lunch. Are we doing this?
Yep, I cooked up some meat and herbs, or I'm just gonna say yes.
Yep, I cooked up some meat and herbs.
You really planning on giving that to an elemental?
What do you mean? I eat it all the time. It's really tasty.
Cool. Time to check out this denizen food I've read so much about.
Let's eat together then, Undina.
They're all so curious about food, except Salamandira.
Any good?
It's hard to tell with that resting bored face.
Cool. Thanks. It was kind of different from what I read about.
Do you read a lot of books or something?
Yeah, I like denizen fairy tales. I often use my clairvoyance to read them.
You also have clairvoyance?
Wouldn't have thought an elemental would be interested in junk like that.
Wow. Sure, just call the things that she's interested in junk. What a piece of trash.
You're a denizen. Didn't you like them as a child?
Yeah, Gramps used to read them to me. I don't remember them very well, though.
I don't have anybody I can talk to about fairy tales. Salamandira only cares about muscles. She never asks about my interests.
Why are the elementals all so weird?
Want to hear a fairy tale that fills children with hopes and dreams?
What a way to say that, though. I want to hear about a tale that fills children with hopes and dreams, but said in the most mundane, dejected tone like ever. I'm all
ears.
Cool. You're the first one who's ever said yes.
Well, how could I say no to a story full of hopes and dreams?
It's called Little Blue Riding Hood.
What?
It's about a little girl in a blue cape who delivers cake and honey to her grandma.
Huh, sounds like a pretty cute story.
Ooh, color me intrigued.
I think we all know how Red Riding Hood ends.
So, Little Blue Riding Hood takes the cake and honey her mother prepared and sets off for her grandma's. Meanwhile, Grandma's been eaten by a wolf.
Granny's gone?
Granny's gone?
It's okay, she was just eaten.
That's not something you can survive.
Disguising itself as the grandma, the wolf waits for Little Blue to arrive. Little Blue enters the house none the wiser. Granny, what big ears you have, the girl says.
The way she's telling the story, though.
The better to hear you with, my dear, the wolf replies. Granny, what big eyes you have, the girl continues. The better to see you with, my dear, the wolf replies. Granny, what a big mouth you have. The better to...
Wait a second. How come she isn't suspicious that her grandma looks so different?
Yeah, like how is she not suspicious that her grandma is furry and has a snout instead of a nose?
Astute observation. The wolf's
And
disguise
has
was
knees
perfect.
that bend in the opposite direction.
But it isn't even hiding its face.
The only characteristic Little Blue used to identify her grandma was her clothes.
Is she face blind?
Seriously?
Face blindness was a thing even back then. Who knew?
Yeah, it didn't even matter that the wolf's voice was different.
What the heck is wrong with her?
And so, the wolf eats Little Blue too.
Well, of course it does.
Full from its meal, the wolf falls asleep. That's when a Farmagia comes walking by. Is that a wolf? The Farmagia cries. It must have eaten Little Blue's grandma.
How could the Farmagia know that already?
It was clairvoyant.
Must be a great detective.
Or must have eyes.
Remember, the wolf was wearing the grandma's clothes. Anyone could figure it out.
Then why didn't Little Blue?
Here's
Because
where
she
it
has
crescendos.
face
The
blindness.
Farmagia cuts open the wolf's belly.
How does the knife that the Farmagia is using to cut open the wolf's belly not injure Little Blue or her grandmother? That part always confused me.
Ew!
Little Blue and her grandma are freed.
That story wasn't cute at all.
Yeah, if anything, it was kind of disturbing.
Then they fill the wolf's belly with rocks and it dies.
Why did they need to fill it with rocks? Actually, I thought they fill it with rocks and they throw it into like a lake or something, right? That's the traditional tale. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've read like a actual version of Little Red Riding Hood.
They weren't finished?
Ah, they're the real villains.
So, did you like it?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they definitely threw the wolf into like a lake or something and it drowned instead of them overtly killing it. I don't know. They still killed it. Did I like it? What happened to hopes and dreams?
What happened to the hopes and dreams?
Little Blue and her grandma were rescued. Duh.
I guess that's kind of hopeful.
I guess the story tells us you're supposed to hope that someone else will come along and save you,
And dreams? Huh, more like nightmares.
which are a type of dream.
That was pretty freaky. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't entertained.
I have another one, if you want to hear it.
Sounds like you really like the conversation.
Are we gonna get a fairy tale every time we come to talk to her?
Maybe. I don't have anyone to chat with besides you.
Then share to your heart's content.
Cool. Here's the next story. The Three Little Turnies.
We're going right into this.
Turnies are those monsters with no arms and no legs. Just faces, right?
Yeah, they're turnips.
Yeah. This one's about three Turney brothers, each trying to build their own house.
Hey, that sounds fun.
How can they build a house with no arms?
The eldest was lazy and did nothing all day. The middle brother had no motivation whatsoever.
How is that different from the first?
But the youngest was dedicated and hardworking.
Man, those first two got it pretty bad, huh?
Sounds to me like the author's just bad-mouthing those guys.
The eldest built a flimsy house out of straw. The middle, a house of highly flammable sticks. As for the youngest, he built an underground bomb shelter.
He built a what? I don't remember that from the fairy tale.
That's not even a house!
What is this guy, a doomsday prepper?
Hey, listen, live your life.
When all the houses were complete, a wolf came by, hungry for turnies.
Here we go, another wolf story.
The wolf burned down the first two houses and gobbled up the turnies inside.
Talk about dark.
What a cruel, cruel world these fairy tale characters live in.
Then came the battle between the wolf and the youngest brother, who was ready and waiting. The wolf used explosive magic, then tornado magic, but the shelter door refused to budge.
The wolf is a wizard now, too?
How else do you think he burned down the first two houses? 10, keep up.
The wolf gave up on the door and crept inside the chimney sticking out above ground.
You should have done that from the beginning.
Turney should have made a smaller chimney.
But that was exactly what the turney had been expecting. The wolf descended the chimney straight into a roaring pot, where it boiled to death.
What is this hangout event?
This is brutal.
But the conclusion is my favorite of all. The turney cut open the wolf's belly and freed his brothers.
Were they not boiled? That's the same ending as the last story.
That's the same ending as the last story.
The moral being you can save any creature by cutting open the belly of whatever ate it.
I don't think that's how it works.
Wise knowledge from the denizens of yore.
That's not even true.
Whatever. What other stories did I have memorized?
Looks like she hasn't had her fill yet.
You really love fairy tales, huh?
Yeah. I've always wanted to share them with someone. Oh, damn. Look at the time. I got so distracted. You're pretty cool, Ten the Farmagia.
What's up?
What do you want me to call you?
How about 1010? I've no use for a name. Just call me Denizen. 10 is fine.
Oh, just 10 is fine.
Really? That's kind of boring.
Do you want to call me 1010?
Huh? But it's my name.
What about 1010?
She did want me to pick 1010. Dang it.
1010. Sure. Why not?
Naruto flashback.
Then that's what I'll call you. Today was fun. Stories feel so different when you're actually telling them to someone.
Yeah, and it's been a while since I heard a fairy tale.
I have a lot more that you've never heard before. come back and maybe I'll tell them to you.
Okay, I will.
And I actually want hopes and dreams in the next one.
No one
See
cares
ya,
about
Dina.
what you want, Looky Loo.
Oh, before you go, could you bring lunch again next time?
You actually liked his cooking?
No fooling? I couldn't tell how you felt about it earlier. Sure, I'll bring you some more.
Cool. Looking forward to it.
Elemental Dewdrop. 2 hearts. We're moving up in the world. Teller of stories.
Hey,
I'm glad I got to speak with you, 1010. I'll tell you an even better tale next time.
no crap.
A story full of hopes and dreams. What kind of story should that be, I wonder? Maybe the one about the kids who get abandoned by their parents, lured into a candy house, and eaten by a witch? Hansel and Gretel? There's no hope in that, you say? Don't worry, the witch gets boiled alive in the end. Does she also get her stomach cut open? Okay, magma
See you
ribbit.
around.
The thing is, I still need 2 more Helpia seeds, so I think we're gonna just go back to Burning Wastelands again until I get those 2 Helpia seeds.
Let's go.
Like I said, today is gonna be a lot of grinding, so like, is what it is.
Go get him!
We're starting off pretty strong, though, it looks like.
Not gonna work.
Legion!
Because there's already one here. Oh, and there's already magma disease, which is great. Ow. She attacks so fast.
Told you I had aces up my sleeve.
I was not paying attention. If I got the seeds. Okay, I got magma kissy seeds, which is something. Give me Archie. He's the only adult, so I'll take it. You give me Fang. I don't like that one. Sure, give me the red. How about KO'd buddies? Perform a perfect guard. Okay. Read items. Oh, hello.
Get him!
Saw that coming. No! Go get him!
Go get him!
Think you can hit me? Yeah. Not gonna work.
Leave it to
Enough,
me!
everyone. Let's finish this.
Red Wyvern. Yet another reason to keep doing this one dungeon over and over.
Let's go!
Go get
Think you can
him!
hit me?
You're finished!
Okay, I did not... Oh no, I did get its seed. I did. Thank you. To the monster nest.
Leave it to
There's
me.
another Halpia, so maybe we'll get a seed. Could happen. Probably won't though. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. I need more bog tan moss. Oh good, more turnies.
Get him!
Salamandira's quest is done.
Let's go!
Go get him!
Gonna work. Saw that coming.
Okay, listen.
Think you can hit
Can
me?
you stop?
Nice split!
No one likes you.
Attack as one! Send them packing! Told you I had aces up my sleeve.
Okay. What am I still fighting right now? Oh, the glob. Materialistic glob. Here you go. I don't know how many more materialistic glob seeds I need, but the red wyvern, it's our first time seeing it, so We need 2 more of that thing.
Think you can hit me? That's a knife.
Attack!
Let's finish this. Go get him! Night flick. We can take him.
Goodbye. What did I get? Just Kookadoodle? Lame. Disappointing. These for the Fang family. She's a little KO stamina when attacking. I'll take the blue. And then give me, I guess, Ribbit. And I'll take the pink. I need 1 more blue. That's great. And now I would like a pink. Sure. Okay. That to the boss.